Things turned more and more sexual as the days went by. What? What's good, YouTube? Jabbar back with Abdul Aesthetics, and today is a very special day because today is a story time video. Now, this is not one of my personal stories. This is just a story off of, I believe this website is Reddit. This is where people go to like type a bunch of crazy stuff. This is Reddit Confessions. I didn't get a chance to read this. A lot of my friends on Facebook were reacting to this, so I figured I might as well read it, and then I thought, well, why not put it in video format so everybody else can see it as well. So I'm gonna read this whole thing, and I know a lot of people don't want to sit down and watch, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read the whole thing. After I'm done reading it, I'm going to give kind of a brief summary of what it is. So if you don't want to wait for me to read it, you can skip to this time and then you can just pick back up. Oh wait, before we get into it, right now I'm at 667 subscribers. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway when I get to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know exactly what the giveaway is gonna be, so I want you guys to get into the comment section and tell me what you think the giveaway should be. Now, keep in mind, I am not made of money, all right? I am not broke, but I'm not made of money. It will be very reasonable. So you can get in the comment section and make sure you tell me what you think about this video. Also tell me what you think the giveaway should be. And while we at it, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you can be notified of everything I do, right? Every video I put up, just make sure you do all those things. Follow me on all the social media, every single one of them. I got like 2,000 followers on Instagram. We can get that to 2,500. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into the video. The title of this confession is, I had pity sex with my husband's father once. Now we are in an affair and have an active sexual relationship. This can always be good. No regrets. Both me and my husband are 27. We've been married for 4 years and have a strong relationship, never cheated on each other or anything of the sort. Everything has changed when his mother died from throat cancer. That sucks. I've known the in-laws and they are such nice folks, and it was a dark time in our life. His father was the most affected by it for sure, given the circumstances. We decided to take care of him and have him live in our house for the time being, so he isn't alone. Nice people, that's cool. He is 51, and ever since the death of his wife, he has been very, very hard on himself, sometimes even having thoughts of suicide. Yeah, you don't want to commit suicide. I got a whole video on how to deal with that. This video right here, link will be in the description. This was worrying to both my husband and I, and we tried our best to console him. He had turned to alcohol to relieve stress, and this was the cause of the beginning of our relationship. Before all of this happened, we were planning to have a child, and therefore I quit my job and was preparing to be a stay-at-home wife. Now my husband is working his ass off to support both me and my father-in-law, who is taking an extended vacation from work due to the circumstances. One night my father-in-law got drunk and started getting very emotional with me. He mistook me for his wife who had passed.
Really, nigga?
I panicked, but given the situation, I just let him cry it out while he hugged me and touched me in somewhat inappropriate places. Don't worry about what's in this cup.
Frank.
He apologized the next day after remembering what he had done. He said that due to the mental and sexual stress, he feels that life is worthless without his wife, and he bluntly asked me to relieve him emotionally. Okay. Alright. Of course I agreed, and almost every day before my husband comes home, I would let him hug it out, and we talk about things that I never had talked about on that level, even with my husband. Things turned more and more sexual as the days went by. What? Things turned more and more sexual as the days went by. Of course, my husband did not know this. I told him I was connecting with his father on an emotional level, and he encouraged me to do some more given the workload, that his workload increased since his promotion. He was unable to help as much as he'd like. What he doesn't know is that at the time, I was essentially giving my father-in-law sexual relief, albeit was only massages and the occasional hand. What the fuck? I As time went on, it felt more and more natural for me as I began to spend more time with my father-in-law in comparison to my husband. It all happened when the company that my father-in-law works for essentially forced him to retire. That was a huge shock for the family, and my father-in-law regressed back into a gloomier self. That night is when I offered to take it one step further. I offered him sex.
Wait a minute.
So, let me just pause for a second. So, your wife offers your father sex. Wow. Okay, gotcha. I offered him sex through pity and hoping to bring his mood back to how it was before. In my life, I never had sex with anyone but my husband.
Boy, if you don't
what? In my life, I never had sex with anyone but my husband. But that night was also the most fulfilling sex I've had in my life. It changed from that night on. We continued to have physical and sexual contact with each other because it was just so easy to. I've become more emotionally and sexually attached to his father than I am to him. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna end terrible. I feel like my life has changed, and although some days I would say I feel a bit of regret, to be honest, I feel like this... I think she messed up. To be honest, I feel like this is the most alive I've ever been in my life. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's a lot to take in. Okay. So basically, the story goes as you have a man and his wife. Obviously, they're married and they're together. They've been together for 4 years. The man's mother dies, so his father, the woman's father-in-law, has to stay with them so they can console him because he's going through grief. Time goes on, he gets laid off from his job, and the wife stays home as well because her and her husband are planning on having a kid and she wants to be a stay-at-home mom. So she decides to stay home and try to console her father-in-law more and more. And as the days go on, they tend to get sexual and they eventually start having regular sexual encounters without telling the husband. So, wow. I don't know. Man, to be honest, that's f***ed up. That is f***ed up. Man, I can only imagine how that guy would react if he actually found out what was going on. I really don't see how this story is going to end well for anybody involved, because you gotta think about it. If you found something like that out, you would effectively cut off every single person involved. I don't know anybody that could stay in a relationship or stay in a marriage or stay in contact with their family if they found something like that out. I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me. Wow. Anyway, man, I hope y'all enjoyed that quick story time. God damn. I hope y'all enjoyed that quick story time, man. Get in the comment section and tell me how you feel about it. Tell me if you think... I don't think anybody's gonna tell me that's not wrong. I don't think anybody's gonna tell me otherwise. But I mean, hey, tell me how you feel about it. Make sure you get in the comment section and voice your opinions. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and wow. I don't know if I could read another one of those stories. Jeez. Anyway, man, like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, deuce. Jeez.
She belongs to the streets.